Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary eagle has now landed. 5-star Altair is here. It cost me 1500 units to get the one fragment I needed, but I did say that I'd have this gameplay video up for you by the end of the week, and I am a man of my word. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that like button, because we're going to go over some abilities and gameplay and just show him off a little bit. So first of all, I'd just like to say there he is, looking absolutely fantastic. We're going to go through his little bit of skill here. I will say, unfortunately, he's not the best assassin in the game. Ezio, for me, still by far the best assassin in the game. He's got a Grandmaster ability, which for some reason Altair doesn't have. Altair, unfortunately, at the minute, fingers crossed that he does get it, doesn't have a legendary weapon either. So Ezio's still probably your go-to for an assassin, but you know, we have Altair here. Let's go for it because he's, you know, basically Altair is the boy, isn't he? So, right, let's go through his skills. So, first one here, standard for an assassin. He can assassinate people. So, all good. Got 4 charges of that. He's got the free runner ability as well. So, he can obviously ride zip lines, do things like that. So, yeah, that's all well and good. Leaps of faith, get you through all that kind of content. You can also execute an enemy. So Darius has this ability as well. So no matter the health of any enemy, even if it's Tormenta at the end of region 28, you know, 15k health or 25k health, whatever he's got, you hit him with this, instantly dead. So regardless of the health pool, this is an instant kill. And it can be very, very useful, especially if you're low health. Now, the next ability I'm going to talk about goes very, very well with one of his passive abilities. So if you look at this here, he's got throwing knives. So throwing a knife at the nearest enemy creates an opportunity for the first strike. So it deals 80% damage and provides initiative. And then critical chance is increased by 10% for this attack. So you've got a 10% chance, extra chance that this first knife throw is going to crit and obviously do a nice bit of damage. But by this giving you initiative, it also activates this passive ability here, which is initiative increases dodge by 12% until the end of combat and gains 25% chance to strike twice. So by getting initiative, so before you go into any fight, just throw your throwing knife. If you can't assassinate them, or if you're deciding to go into hand-to-hand combat, make sure you activate this ability first, because not only does it increase your dodge, but it has got that 25% chance to hit the enemy twice, and it does make such a massive difference. Obviously, getting 2 hits in, that could be the difference between KOing an enemy and taking a hit. He's got this little ability here, which is quite nice. Passively boosts your allies, lethalticity and agility by 10% while this hero is alive. So if you bring in Yusuf with him, Yusuf's navigation checks are just obviously 10% better than they would be if you didn't have him on your team. And obviously if you've got another assassin on your team, he boosts their lethalticity as well, so you've got a higher chance to assassinate that person. So we've got him geared up with the Rapscallion X-Foes, if that's how you pronounce it. But hopefully he will have his own legendary weapon soon. And he's obviously got 5-star armor and 5-star accessories. So we're going to take him into a bit of gameplay here, just show off his abilities, see what he can do. So we are going to go into, I think it's mission 26, I think it is, because that's the one that kind of recommends the closest thing to an assassin. So yep, we'll go next on that. So here we go, got the team loaded. We're not really going to be using anybody else, but it will showcase how he does boost Yusuf's navigation skills as well. So it would be quite nice to obviously go in with Yusuf, show what the check would be, and then go in with Altair. But there's no point. It's just a bit of a waste of time. So let's skip this. Right, Altair's lethalticity is joint highest in the game with Ezio. So he will never really have a problem assassinating anyone, regardless of the content. So we're going to take him in here and just get a little bit of assassinating going on here. So look at that, just looks so good. And we're going to, do you know what? We're going to throw a knife this fella. So we throw a knife, we get initiative. So because we've got that, 12% dodge, will we hit twice? No, we only hit the once. As you can see, he's not the hardest hitter in the world, unfortunately. He's missed that one. Throwing knife again, you can always get that off again, and it just does that little bit of damage for no turns traded. So the refresh time on that is quite decent. In you go, but I mean, he is a bit of a needle, in all fairness. He is just really purely there for assassinating, and that's about it. Let's go in, which is a shame because Ezio just does bits. Like, Ezio can absolutely tear through most people, but he's not exactly critting. His dodge is constantly increasing. So, right, we are back. For some reason, the screen went blank then. But yeah, as you can see, he's got two charges out of 10. But obviously, the more he's going to get hit, the less life he's going to have. So he might not even get there. He hasn't critted once yet, which is a bit of a shame. But can we go into here? Let's go into here. You've got a very beefy enemy there, but we can just execute him. There you go, done. I don't know why they run around the front of that person in. As you can see, his agility isn't too bad. Yusuf's got a massive boost to his agility. I don't think you can normally have that at a 95% chance. But because Altair is on the team, he's just doing bits. Right, let's go in and have... Should we have another fight? Because he's a bit of a beefy fella up there. So let's see if we can have another fight. Let's see if we can actually hit him with a crit. So, that didn't crit. But yeah, his damage is very, very, very weak. Right, he's dodged that. Is he going to survive this? Oh, he's got one more hit. Throw a knife in for a 3 bit of damage and he's done it. But yeah, his crit chance is extremely, extremely disappointing. I'm hoping that if they give him his own weapon, which the poll was up on the forums, he would... it would give him a bit of a better crit chance and obviously just increase his damage as well because he wields a sword, which I don't understand either, but that's the way they've gone into the game. So yeah, just going through this, as you can see, unfortunately, he isn't as good, nowhere near as good as Ezio. So it's a little shame. I mean, I'd even probably pick Darius over Altair as well, which again saddens me because obviously Altair being such a huge figure in the Assassin's Creed franchise, he's just a little underwhelming. Like, he should easily have the Grandmaster ability for assassination. 100%, he should have that. And they really do need to bring out a legendary weapon for this hero because he needs something extra. He's got more utility than Ezio for the fact that he can obviously use the throwing knife to get initiative and execute people, as Ezio obviously only has the counter-strike ability. But Ezio can just soak up so much more damage, plus hit so much harder. And he can obviously have a 100% chance with 2 charges to assassinate someone perfectly. So Ezio would still be the main guy for me to go to. Yeah, I am a little gutted, but I'm still an owner of a 5-star Altair, so I can't complain too much. As I said, hopefully with the new update that they bring out soon, he should hopefully have walked the pole for a special weapon, for a legendary weapon. So fingers crossed that that comes very, very soon, because he is a hero, unfortunately, that needs a little bit of love. So I hope you enjoyed the little gameplay video that we had, a little, you know, obviously explanation about his abilities, but unfortunately he's not the assassin that I wanted him to be. So smash that like button. Hope to see you all soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care and happy assassinating, everybody. Look after yourself.